Good morning, it's Wednesday. I'm Wayne. Welcome to Wednesdays with Wayne, brought to you by the Real Estate Business School, where you get your license and learn to use it. We're going to be doing something a little bit differently this morning, so bear with me because I haven't done this before. So I'm practicing on you. So hopefully you'll be willing to be my guinea pigs today. No offense to the guinea pigs. This article, the session today, is about why I recommend you get a real estate license. And one of the main reasons, I'm going to put you on my screen. One of the main reasons I say this is because real estate's the best business in the world, and the main reason is because of the insider trading ability. I don't mean to suggest anything illegal or ethical or immoral, any of that stuff from the judgments that people get into. So I feel like I need to qualify this before people start jumping to conclusions who see this video out there somewhere. I'm not suggesting you break the law or do anything like that. What I'm suggesting is when you get a license, you have access to people, and people have access to you that normally wouldn't occur. And what I mean by that is your email goes into a database of licensees in Texas, if you have a Texas real estate license, which is where I am today, Texas. So next thing you know, you're getting emails from lenders, you're getting emails from title companies, you're getting emails from service providers, signs, lock boxes, join this, join that, do this, do that, learn this, learn that. It's really good because you're inundated with all this information, which helps you grow your business and helps you learn things you need to learn. And it's good to be part of that. And it also is a double-edged sword because it can also be kind of tough because you get inundated. I've got over 14,000 unopened emails in my inbox right now, and probably 14 of them are good. So there's an up and a downside to being licensed. The good side is you have all this information. And one of the best things that you have is access to multiple listing service. Forget about Zillow and Redfin and all these people who think they know what market values are. They're way off the mark, I'm telling you. The best thing about being an MLS is it's not available to the public. It's only available to licensees. So this is why I say insider trading is legal, because if you have information other people don't have, it gives you power. And you have the ability to make better decisions. And the best thing about MLS is what is in there, all the sold comparables. And the reason most people lose money in real estate is because they pay too much and borrow too much. And if you pay too much and you borrow too much, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my camera adjusted properly. If you pay too much and borrow too much, there's nothing anyone can do for you. And so the key is to attach value to the asset, or knowing how to attach value to the asset. So in residential, there are certain criteria you use to attach value, and the most important criteria are sold comparables. By comparable, I mean homes that are similar to the subject property, located geographically close, that have sold fairly recently. So similar homes in this area at this time. And if you can go into MLS and see those, which you can, then you know what your subject property is worth. And anything you buy into that is how you make money. So in this case, we say profits made when you buy. It's also made when you rehab or improve. So when you combine the two, next thing you know, you've got a winning formula. And so I'm going to go through this with you. My camera's off because I had it trained on my screen. I want to show you what I do and how I do it. And sometimes it's easy to say the words, but it's not always easy to follow the actions. And so if it's okay, I'm going to walk you through why I think real estate's the best business in the world, why insider trading is legal, how we access information, and then what we do with it. And a lot of times people go and say to me, how do you find all those deals? I'm like, holy mac, are you kidding me? And it's like the deal of the decades in MLS. I mean, it's been sitting on the market for months and months and months. And most of my better deals have come from the multiple listing service. So I'm a big fan. I like the platform. It's easy to navigate. It's easy to find information. And it's easy to find out what the value is of those properties. And so if you don't mind, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to spin this around so you can see this. This is my screen. Hopefully you can see that. If you can't, raise your hand and I'll see you when it's over. Because I can't see you. But so I've access to multiple listing service. And over here you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. What I'm looking for are, I'm in residential. So it's nice and easy. If you've been investing for a long time, you're a fairly sophisticated investor, it may seem elementary to you. If you're getting started or have been investing recently, you might find this interesting. So I like starting off things nice and slow. When I don't know anything, I take small baby steps until I figure it out. I don't want to put up, $1 million or two and lose it. I want to, put up 50,000, 100,000 and have my learning and then go from there. So we're going to do residential, nice and easy. If you really want to create some wealth for yourself, this is the easiest route to go in the whole world. It's just amazing. And the reason I say it's because everything needs right in front of you. You have MLS. If you're licensed, you've taken contracts courses, so you know how to fill out the contracts. You have lenders that were willing to help you. They're, asking you to do business with them, bring you their buyers, and let them do their loans for them so they can do yours too. You can consult with them and figure out what your borrowing capacity is, what, if any, credit issues you need to clear up, and then what you need to get together in terms of cash to put with their debt so you can put up a down payment, they give you the rest, and you go start acquiring these properties. So I don't want to do condos or manufactured home or mobile home, modular townhomes. I don't want to do any of these. I just want to do single family residence. So I'm going to click that button. And then I put in the areas. So as you can see here, it's a pretty wide path. So this is north, area 10, north and south. These are more south, dead south of Austin properties. So is 11. 1N is straight due north. 2 and 2N are north. 3 and 3E are northeast. 9 is southeast. This is Cedar Park, Leander. North, Cedar Park, Leander. South, so we've got out 183, northwest covered. Georgetown, east and west are on the map. They're growing exponentially. Hutto's a great place to find deals. Lakeway, this is Lake, so we're near Lake Travis. So we have Lake Travis, north side, south side, North Austin, northwest Austin, Pflugerville, Round Rock, east and west, southwest, Taylor, and then west. So we've got east, south, west, northwest, north, every direction, north, northwest. They're all covered. Burbs and suburbs. So we have rural and we have urban and some suburban. So we pretty much covered the market. I don't want to go into all these different product types. I really just want to look at single family residences. As you can see right here, by this search, we have 3,224 matches, which is a bunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in a search. So I'll put in results, and there they are, and you can see these. And then I'm going to sort these. And I'm going to sort these right here by price per square foot. And there it's sorted. So our cheapest home, price per square foot, is $68 a foot. And I'm afraid I don't want to see, I'm not sure I want to see this one. But there it is. And here's the address. So if I click on this, it'll tell me more about this. So status is active, area is Lake North. There's the street, 5-bedroom, 2 full baths, 1 half bath, 2-car garage, 3 living, built in 1984, 0.68 acres, so between a half and 3/4, 3,279 square feet, $68 a foot, $68.62 to be exact. $225,000 is the listed price. It's been on the market for 180 days. So we have DOM and CDOM. CDOM is cumulative days on the market. So if these are different, what will happen is it'll be on the market with one broker for, say, 200 days. Or say it's 190. Say tomorrow you come in and you see CDOM 190, ADOM would be, or DOM would be 0 or 1. It means they fired this broker and hired a new one. So totally it's been on the market 190 days, but with this new broker, only 1. Sometimes it shows up 0 if you catch it the exact day it comes on the market. So that's the difference between those two. So let's go look at this and see what's here. So here it is. Hopefully you can see this. There's the address. There's the list price. 3,279 square feet, built in 84, 68.62 a foot. This is what I look for. The first thing I do is I scroll down to the bottom, and I want to see the days on the market. Well, I know that already, 190. Then I look for an occupant, and this is what I'm looking for. Something that's vacant, has been on the market for a long time. Then I look at the original list price, OLP, is original list price. Then I look at the current list price. As you can see, it's been reduced a whopping $5,000, $6,000. That's not going to move the needle much. So now I want to go to remarks and read what it says. This says, see attachments. Information provided is deemed reliable but not guaranteed, should be independently verified. This is their disclaimer. Buyer or buyer's agent to verify property dimensions, measurements, schools, and taxes. So they're not giving up. They're telling you, look, you got to do all your due diligence on everything. We don't know anything. You got to do everything. Here's the contact information. Submit all offers to this person at this place. And the seller is open to seller financing. This is a tear down. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a problem property with a problem seller. These things that are brand new and updated and cute and nice and have nothing wrong with them, I can't buy those below market. But if I can find a distressed seller with a distressed property, there's some wiggle room on the price. I may be able to get some terms, which is obviously you can't hear because it says right here, seller open to seller financing. So let's go look at this. So then I'll look at the pictures. And there it is. There it is. I don't know why they put that picture in there. I guess to capture the lake in the background. So this shows proximity to Lake Travis. Overhead view showing the lot. This red line, obviously. Holy moly. Now I see why they used the word tear down and put them in caps. I'm going to decide for myself if this is a tear down. I'll probably take an engineer out there and look at all this. This looks like an under house parking. Yeah, kind of looks like it might be bowing a little bit. I don't know, that could be an optical illusion. I don't know. Obviously this is where we say every problem begins with a good idea. Somebody obviously ran out of money, which happens a lot. Different view. Holy moly. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your fixer-upper. You get 8 pictures. That's it. So there's your deal of the day right there. So, yeah, I don't know. It depends on what you want to do. So now you think about your investing criteria. Do you want a project this big? Is there an upside to this? Probably. Are you going to spend a ton of money on it? Absolutely. Is it going to take you a long time to get? Yes. So this is why I ask people, what is your investing criteria? And so first thing to do is figure out what that's going to be. So here we have one property. Let's see what's next. The next one on our list is this one, 603 Maple, $96 a foot. Let's go look at Maple. So I'll scroll down here. 118 days on the market. It's vacant. Original list price was $155,000. Current list price $120,000. That's pretty substantial decrease. Remarks, enter at no risk. I'm right here. There is no survey and no stars disclosure. This is the tear down. We click on this, it'll tell us where it is. We can zoom out. For those familiar with the city of Taylor, there's Austin, Manor, Pflugerville, Hutto, Taylor. So it's south of the city in what looks to be an established community. Let's look at the house. Can't tell much from that. Only 9 pictures. You can see this roof is in terrible shape. So is the siding. I assume this is the property. Hard to tell. If y'all gonna list, if you're any listing agents watching, when you have these shots like this, outline the property. It could be this one. It looked like it was gray. That roof, it's hard to tell. So my suggestion would be to make it easy for people to do business with you. Outline the lot. Differentiate it somehow. These pictures don't do much good. So there it is. I'm going to look at access now. So showing requirements, this says go, sign on property. Lockbox is located on the gas meter. If I were looking for something in Taylor, and if you're buying residential, I would recommend Taylor. Samsung is there and it's double the size of its initial plant size. There's a lot of activity moving up that way. If I were looking for something I could go in there and really do a lot of work on, I would go look at this. I'd go look at both of these, if for no other reason to gather information and pricing. You won't get stupid looking at property. So there's always something to learn, and I would go learn these. I'd go look at these. If you're not previewing 2 to 3 hours a day, you're not seeing enough property. The next one is Hero Way, active, list price $290,000. This one's in Leander in Williamson County. 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 121 a foot, 2,300 feet, built in 1925, almost 100 years ago. just over half an acre. Big lot, 27,000. The list price is 290, down from 458,000. That was fairly what's the word? Holy moly. This is fairly forget it. It's way overpriced. Let's say optimistic. Yeah, there you go. It's vacant. Patsy owns it. And it's been on the market for 134 days. Between Saturday, private remarks, between Saturday the 10th and December 18th, what happens? I don't know what that means. Please call Jim Turner with questions or offers. Thank you. Truly a diamond in the rough. House was originally built in 25. It's been added onto over the years. Bones are sound, but need some repair or upgrading. On the plus side, this is a truly country living with a lovely country setting, sitting on over half an acre, tall trees, rolling pastures as scenery. The property has a pole barn and could easily be transformed into a workshop. More remarks. I'll continue. Plenty of land for a great garden also. The possibilities are truly endless. Must see to appreciate. Okay. Let's go see it and appreciate it. I'm going to map this. So here's our map. Okay, here's Leander. This is 183A. This is northerly. Austin's back this way. There's Cedar Park. There's Leander. Out to the west on 2243 is this property. And there it is. Interesting. Five pictures. Oh, that's a cute little stone unit. That's the add-on. Okay, wonder if it still looks like that. I say that because of the recent ice storm. We lost a lot of branches. There's the pole barn. Great tree. Hope it's still there. Those beautiful trees. That's a nice little site. Obviously, we'll go commercial someday, and there are 5 pictures. That's all you get. 290,000. That would probably be a commercial property someday. So there's one. So 3 decent properties. I would go look at all those if I were in the hunt for a fixer-upper. Our next one is in Pflugerville. As you can see here, well, this is a big one, 4,700 feet, 589, 124 a foot. 589 is the list price today. I want to see what it started at. 639. So $50,000, $60,000, $50,000 reduction. Vacant, 124 days on the market. Remarks, freezer and garage conveys. Tough Shed has electrical installation, so there's a shed in the backyard. Other shed, there's 2 of them, is currently used for storing lawn equipment. Roof was replaced in July 2021. Fence replaced a year ago. Extra flooring convey. So I guess they put some floors down and have some left over. Solar screens for all windows in the garage. Water softener is owned. Foundation work completed. Paperwork available and lifetime warranty transfers. That's good to know. Kitchen and living room just repainted. New AC handler just installed. New ceiling, fan, and light fixtures on the first floor. Good. 640 to 590. So if you want, this is interesting. Built in 2002, quarter of an acre. Let's see if this is in the community. Yep. So this is Mopac running north and south, 45 running east and west. This is east. I-35 north this way, 130 north is that way. There's Pflugerville. There it is in a nice little community. I would go look at that. That would make a good rental. Doesn't need a lot of work. Next one, this one's in Hutto, 120. Can you imagine? $128 a foot. Holy mackerel. 2,700 feet, small little lot, which is fine. Built in 2004. Let's look at the pricing. Today it's $350. It started off at $350. It's only been on the market 11 days. It's got an owner in it. This is probably not something I would bother with. It hasn't been on the market long enough. The longer they're on the market, the more negotiable the sellers typically get. They just get sick of it over time. Anybody would. But the remarks are interesting. See, it says property sold as is. So I guess those repairs are baked into the price. They've already discounted it to allow for the problems that the listing agent here seems to be smart. She knows what she's doing. She's got it priced right. She's allowed for these repairs that need to be made. Seller will not make any repairs. Foundation repair in 2022 with transferable warranty. Transfer fees $200. Seller needs a 3 to 4 week lease back. So that means if and when you buy and close, they'll still live in it for a month afterward. So you do a lease after closing. The seller becomes your tenant and get a nice deposit from them to make sure they don't leave the place a mess. Something big enough they don't want to walk away from. I might consider this. I'm going to take back my statement. Since the listing agent had done such a good job of pricing it and explaining it, probably prepared your sellers for something low, I would go look at this. I'm going to disregard the fact that it's fairly new to the market. I think the fact that this agent has got this positioned properly and has made all these disclosures, and yeah, obviously good agent. So I'd go look at that. That may not need much. Not sure what it needs. Foundation got fixed. What? Oh, that's just this shade, sun and shadow. I thought that was a band of paint. This looks nice. It's great on the inside. Colorful. Got plenty of rooms. What do you think? Nothing glaring here. I don't get what that is. What is that? Something's written on the floor. That shouldn't be there. Oh, I see. The carpet's been pulled up. That's the deck. See that strip? Typically, that's where the carpet is attached. It looks like they pulled the carpet up. I'm not sure why they would do that, but it looks like carpet. I'm confused. Same comment here. Here's this wood strip. I can't tell what this is. Maybe those are the repairs. Maybe they have a dog that was not trained properly. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Big backyard. Big backyard. I'd go see that too. That's interesting. 2,700 feet, looks a lot bigger than that. Okay, I hope this is making sense. You see, there's so many deals out there. Look, we've looked at what? 5 properties and seen 5 possibilities. This one's on Herrera. This one's in Hutto, 470,000, 3,600 feet. It's a big house. 2006. Small lot, big enough. 8,400 feet. It's a pretty good sized lot, actually. 499.9 was the original list price. The new price is 470, so they've reduced it 30,000. 145. See, here's what I was telling you earlier. Excuse me. Cumulative days on market 146. So they had it with this one broker for 150 days and had it with this new broker for 40 days. Got an owner in it. Here are the comments. Beautiful 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath in the Legends of Hutto. Fantastic opportunity you don't want to miss. Why don't I want to miss it? Perfect in-law floor plan with bedroom and full bath on main level, ample natural light, high ceilings, open floor plan, ideal backdrop, years of memories, newly remodeled kitchen and new roof with 30-year architectural shingles, incredible value, backs up to an orchard, you'll enjoy the open space, blah, 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 blah. The open space. Behind the back large backyard, perfect for hosting parties, barbecues, and pets. Being less than 15 minutes from Taylor, 35 from the airport, downtown, benefits, short drive, many activities, amenities. Okay. Well, let's look at the pictures. What do you think? Hopefully the trees still look like that. Nice stone. Listing agents, before the guy with the picture comes out, get this cleaned up. You got to clean them up. See, again, I'm not sure which one I'm looking at here. I think it's probably this one. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, the 2-story, obviously. I'm guessing this one now. There's the open space. Oh, there's more open space. Nice. I don't see anything glaringly odd or wrong. Nice neutral color. Tile throughout. Maybe a little chilly in the winter. Put a few rugs down. Already has a pet door. Big bright kitchen. Stainless appliance package. It's nice. What are those countertops? Is that quartz or granite? It's hard surface. This is nice. Good sized bedroom, double vanity. Oh, this is a nice house. Holy moly. Big closet. Another bowling alley. Plenty of space in this. Holy mackerel. Wow, I'd go see this too. Hope I'm not going too fast. So there's all kinds of, there it is. Nice fence, open space behind, no neighbors. Nice yard. Room to roam, as they say. There you go. There it is right there. Okay. $129 a foot. It's amazing. 3,600 feet. It's a big house. 146 days on the market. Reduced from 500 to 470. Something to think about. I'd go see that. Property number 7, Chisholm Trail, Chisholm Drive in Round Rock. 700,000 is the ask. 5,800 feet. 2006 construction, quarter of an acre. Started off at 700, still at 700. 138 days on the market, has a tenant in it. Remarks, lease for $3,900 a month till December 1, 2023. Contact listing agent for details. That's all it says. No other details about the property. Interesting. $5,800 feet. Anybody need a huge house? Here's that bowling alley again. That's virtually staged, it looks like. Right? Listing agents, this is virtually staged, right? This stuff isn't real. Now you see it, now you don't. Looks like it's in good shape. Big dining, big living, carpet in the bedrooms. This is humongous. Nice shower. So if you have a big family needing a big home, this would fit that bill. Again, it's amazing what you can get for $130 a foot. I don't know how you acquire the land, do the construction to hold it, sell it, make it a profit at that price. But it'd be worth looking at. Next one on Ruthie, asking, this one's in Cedar Park. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of different areas. 3,700 feet, 133 a foot. Was at 571, now it's 500, so there's been some movement downward. If you see an open door property, they're losing billions. They overbought, overpaid, they're underfunded, they're in trouble. I would consider offering them something substantially lower than what they're asking. On the market, 112 days. No tenant here. 3,700 feet in a nice area. Yeah. I would definitely, if you're looking to acquire homes, you're seeing from the basic tear down fixer-upper to moderately fixer-upper to no fixing, ready to move in. That's rock. Nice. Backyard, nice fence. This needs an owner. I would look at that. Yeah, I would look at that. I'd look at that area. It's in Trails of Carriage Hills. You want to see where that is? That's Whitestone, so that's 1431. Here's 183. So I'll zoom out so we can get a sense of where this is. It's between Cedar Park and Leander as you're coming north on 183. Get off of 183A and go down 183. Hang a left on 1431. Go to Lakeline Boulevard. There it is. What a great area. Nice house. I would definitely, this would be on my top 5. Be in my top 5 because it's owned by a corporation that needs to get rid of it. They don't want this on their books. It's already been reduced. It's a fairly decent price. I would just not have any qualms about offering something substantially less, and see what happens. Here's one in Hutto. List price $369. Original list price $450. So they've come down 70,000. 70, 80. 151 days on the market. This has an owner in it. Text agent for appointment. Needs cosmetic update as well as foundation repair. This might make the list. I would definitely go see it. You just discount for the repairs and go from there. I'd probably do something else here. I'd bury that or figure out another way to handle this water. They got 2 of them. I'd try to figure out how to get this going that way and then get it off the yard. I would not have these things in my backyard. Nice old barbecue grill, nice covered patio. Yeah, this nice house. Okay, hope you're getting a sense of this. I'm gonna drag it on forever, but so let's say you find a property, decide you want to do one of these. This one's 6 days on the market, still at list price. This one's $655. Wow, 223 days in the same price. We should send them a t-shirt that says, "Denial is not a river in Egypt." 223 days. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. They're just not realistic. I want a motivated seller. This is reduced 5,000, 10,000, 345 to 335. It's 303 days. Oh, this thing's coming up on the birthday. Vacant. Owner, see offer instructions. Let's see who owns it. You can click on this $ right here. Takes you into the tax records. I know you know this, but I just want to see who owns it. AMH Texas Properties LP, someone in Calabasas, California, is regretting their purchase. Wow, that's a disconnect with the market. That agent needs to have a come to Jesus meeting with their clients, explain to them. It's nice, clean. But not interested. They're during 303 days, they've come down 10,000. So this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is the classic example of you pay too much and borrow too much, or even if you don't have any debt on it, if you pay too much, you can't afford to be competitive. And this is the market talking to you right here. There comes a point when you just got to cut your losses and move on. This one is now 450. It was 550. This is an estate sale. Home needs paint and trim, as well as carpet. Perfect for investors. When I see this, I would go look at this and I would consider making an offer on these homes. And don't be shy about giving them a haircut. You can always raise your price, but anyway, I don't want to belabor this. I just want to show you, so I'm going to log out of here. If you have any questions, let me know. Once you find the property, you got to go get financing on it. So I'm going to show you what I do to get financing. So here's where I find some properties. It's not just MLS. I get some from this character, Mark Benson, as you can see right here. Wholesale real estate, 30 to 50% on the market. I'm seeing more and more of these. So it looks like a lot of homes are coming on the market. Here it is. If you're looking for excellent wholesale properties, let us present you with options that will fit your criteria. Fill this out, email them. If you want this, email me, info@buildmyrebusiness.com. I'll forward you this email. You can call these characters, and I'm not in this deal. I'm not going to insert myself between you and these properties. I'm just showing you what I do. I'm happy to share this. These are across Texas. I don't even know where Leonard is. Not Leonard the guy, but Leonard the city. I kind of like my real estate close. This could be a great deal, but I don't want to have to manage something from a distance. I have trouble managing it down the street. I'm just not that smart yet. Here's a cute little unit. Parker Road in Houston. Brings low as $18,000 to closing. See, it's got your purchase price, then your estimated loan rehab. After repairs appraisal, looks like they've got an appraisal in place for $500. Fourplex, they're not telling us the price. How can we offer this? Hard money loans and asset-based loan which focuses on the future as repaired value. It should be after repaired value, but whatever. We loan up to 75% of the actual repaired value. So they're going to loan 75% of $500. Is what I interpret that to say. Which will include 100% of the purchase price up to 100% of the rehab budget. Zero down, qualified investors bring closing costs to the closing, which is generally 4 to 6% of the loan amount. To qualify, you must show at least $75K in your or your partner's accounts, not to use, just to show as liquid cash, and have at least a 650 credit score. It's a fairly low bar. New rehab developments nearby. Interesting. just minutes away from downtown off 69 North. There's an interesting little property. Here's one from Wholesaler Chris, 3-1 with minimal repairs. Pictures here. This is in Baytown. There are the pictures. And I've got Carlos, Terra Homes. There's one in Dickinson, was south of Houston on the way to Galveston. Got the comps, sold comps, other details. So there's another source of property. New Western is a good company. I've done business with Stephanie. She's an excellent agent. Represents the seller. If you get into her database, you'll get 2 to 3 emails a day from her, typically. Cash flowing fourplex. And then I have Haley Howard. Here's one in Dripping Springs. Get some pictures on here. Lush property, single family, multifamily, land and commercial. Beauchamp Road. 1.7 acres, single family. It looks like a lot. Zoning, single family, utilities. Looks like she's marketing a lot. $230,000 lot. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at the pictures, Wayne. Good size lot. A lot of information there. So these are different sources. You can go to MLS. You can go to these other places. I'm happy to send you these. And then once you get the financing, you should have access to lenders. So if you need this or would like to have this, let me know. We'll send you these too. So this is 100% fix and flip. So if you can buy it far enough below market, and this should be your number here, 70% of ARV. You should not be paying more than that. So if you can get it at 70% ARV, they'll give you 100% financing. So they reward you for buying it properly. Look at this, $100,000 minimum loan can be applied, purchase and combined. There's a Hard Money Capital Group. Happy to take your questions. If you get these and you have a question about them, just email me or call me. We'll walk you through it if you have any questions. Eleanor Financial, multifamily, affordable, industrial, retail, office, hotels, bridge, long-term. There's their outlook. Need a bridge loan. There is a lot of money available. So you should be able to find deals because there's plenty of deals. You should be able to find money because there's plenty of money. And you shouldn't have any problem getting this done. The only thing that's going to hold you back might be your fear of loss. So my recommendation there is start small. Run your numbers and get it appraised. Put your exits in your contract, subject to appraisal. Put some subject twos in there. Riley Yoder, subject to appraisal, subject to this, subject to that. You know what I mean? Take it off the market and then put contingencies in there. Here's another lender. Here's another lender. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Enough of that, I guess. Thank you for looking at that. I'm back. So you have access to property, you have access to them, you have access to capital, you have title companies willing to help you. I'm happy to take your calls or walk you through it. If you need anything, email me. And start buying. Buy. There's a lot of noise and stuff going on out there. This part of Texas is going to, according to the reports I've seen, I'm not an economist. That's why I study them. There's a lot of money, a lot of smart money, a lot of big money coming to this part of Texas in general, but specifically this part. Between north of San Antonio, so deep South Austin, San Marcos, and New Braunfels, Hutto, Kyle, Buda, then into Austin, southwest, southeast, central, northeast, northwest, west, north. Go any direction, and there are more buyers than you have homes for. There are more offices than there are buildings for. There are more people than there are apartments for. So it looks like it's going to be a good, steady, long run. I think we may look at these prices today, and in 5 or 10 years from now, look back and go, oh my God, why didn't I buy more? And you don't want to be that person. I know how that feels because I've been that person. So good luck with that. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll end the way I started. Thank you for your time. This has been brought to you by the Real Estate Business School, where you get your license and learn to use it. This is the learn to use it part. You need 3 types of education to be successful. The technical education required to pass a state exam, which gets you your license, which guarantees you nothing. A business education that your clients expect you to have. Sales, marketing, negotiations. To be a good problem solver, you've got to have a financial education. How to measure risk, how to measure reward. Most people say there's a relationship between the two. In other words, the more reward you want, the more risk you have to take. That is totally bogus. It's total nonsense. It's just gobbledygook and psychobabble spewed by people who don't have financial education. My risks are fairly low, extremely low. And I do that because my profit's baked in before I go to closing. If it's not there, I don't go look at it. I don't go buy it. You can tell after a while. My definition of a market analysis, which is what you do on residential property, right? You have sold comps, active comps, and expired comparables. Expired's expired because they were overpriced and undermarketed. Active, they're hoping, and the sold determine market value. Fair market value definition, what properties have sold for in this area at this time. What a willing buyer will pay, what a willing seller will sell for, neither being under duress. Well, I like duress, so that's why I don't pay fair market value. I want a problem seller with a problem property. The more distressed it is, the happier I get. I love distress. And it's not my fault that people paid too much, bought too much, and didn't plan on the future. They didn't set anything aside. They have no exit plan. They have one income stream. It goes away, and they're in trouble. That's not my fault. So for all the do-gooders out there, you take advantage of people. No, people took advantage of themselves. They messed up themselves. I didn't do it to them. Someone's going to buy that property. Someone else is going to own it. It's going to trade. So it might as well be you. It might as well be me. This is not a country club. You want friends? Join the country club. The sellers want to sell for the most and tell you the least amount about the property. Buyers want to pay the least and get the most amount of information from the sellers. We're at 180 degrees diametrically opposed before we start. So it's not my fault. I take responsibility for things that I do and don't do, but not for something that other people do or don't do. So, having said all that, I'm going to recommend you go out and look for distressed property, because that's when your profit is made. Find something nobody wants anymore. If they're in love with it and they want If they're totally in love with it, like the people who have it for 233 days or 303 days, they still love that house, let them keep it. Find a house nobody wants anymore. Start small, just buy a little cheap little house. And go from there. Thank you for your time. Thanks for showing up. This has been Wednesdays with Wayne. I hope to see you again next week. I hope this has been of value to you. And thank you for your time and thank you for your business. I'll see you next week at 9 o'clock on Wednesday because this is Wednesdays and I'm Wayne. Thanks. Bye.